You're Only Old Once by Dr. Seuss. A book for obsolete children. One day you will read in the National Geographic of a faraway land with no smelly bad traffic. In those green pastured mountains of Fazi, everyone feels fine at 103 because the air that they breathe is potassium free and because they chew nuts from a tut-a-tut tree. This gives strength to their teeth, it gives length to their hair, and they live without doctors and nary a care. And you'll find yourself wishing that you were out there in Forta Fazi and not in this chair in a Golden Years clinic of Century Square for spleen readjustment and muffler repair. Just why are you here? You're not feeling your best. You've come in for an eyesight and solvency test. And if you're the type that gets finicky, at this point you'll try to get out of that clinic, but they will outwit you as quick as a winnick. The quiz docs will catch you. They'll start questioning. They'll ask you point blank how your parts are faring in your grandfather's parts. And please try to call if your grandma hurt most in the spring or the fall. Did your cousins have dreadful nightmares at night? Did you suffer such ailments at bus driver's blight? Chimney sweeper's stupor and prune picker's plight? And describe the main cause of your uncle's collapse. Too much alpa soup or martinis, perhaps. You used to read this shit to us.
Didn't make sense then either.
No, it didn't. Hang on. Oh no, I'm about to tear the book apart. And the next thing you know, when you're finished that test, is somehow you've lost both your necktie and vest, and an ogler is ogling your stomach and chest. Your escape plans have been melted. You haven't had a chance. The next thing you know, both your socks and your pants and your drawers and your shoes have been lost for the day. The oglers have blossomed like roses in May, and silently, grimly, they ogle away. What those oglers have learned, they're not ready to tell. Clinicians don't spout their opinions pell-mell. So you're back with the vegetables, fish for a spell. Norval won't bring you much comfort, you know, but he's quite sympathetic as clinic fish go. This is thrilling, Mom.
Stop.
Though you'll sit several hours, growing tenser each second, fearing your fate will be the most than you reckon. Till finally, Miss Becker, your beckon beckons. God. To a booth where the world-renowned earman Van Crandall has performed a test known as bellows and candle. If the wind from the bellows can't blow out the flame, you failed, and you're going to be sorry you came. You'll be told that your hearing so murky and muddy, your case will be for special intensified study. They'll test you with noises from far and near, and you'll get a blank mark for the ones that you can't hear. Then they'll say, my dear fellow, you're deafer than most, but there's hope, since you're not quite as deaf as a post. We'll study your symptoms, we'll give you a call, and in the meantime, go back and sit in the hall. It's a long book. So you'll find yourself talking to Norval once more. Norval will think that you're a bit of a bore because Norval has heard the same stories before. To this fish you become a plain pain in the neck while you wait once again for Miss Becker to beck. But Miss Becker won't come with great swishes, great swank. The wheelchair will come. You've gained such status and rank. And Weldon and Wheeler will say with great pride, you have qualified, sir, and you are now certified as a VIP.
Do you invoke his pills, David?
No.
No?
You're entitled to ride. You're entitled to a ride through thin and through thick. I'll be at your backside. Dear Weldon, we'll show you great sights as you go. Right now you are riding down Stethoscope Road. And now I know that, like all our top patients, you're hoping to get yourself steth with some fine first-class scoping. So I'm sure you'll be willing, or be simply delighted to hear that the Internal Organs Olympics last year, Dr. Schmidt, Smoot, Sinatra, Sylvester, and Fonz won gold medals, 9 silver, 6 bronze. For the moment, however, will be passed by this bunch. There is plenty of time to see them after lunch. You must see Dr. Pullen, our allergy whiz, who knows every sniffle and inch that there is. Dr. Pullen will find as he works on your case if the face powder's wrong on your stepsister's face. He will check your reaction to thumbtacks and glue, catcher's mitt, leaf mold, and cardigans too. Naturalisms and marble cake, white and blue chalks, anthratic coal, and feathers of hawks. Also corn on the cob. Also buffalo grease and how you react when you're stared at by geese. He'll have copious thoughts. Then I'll hazard as guess that he'll send you downstairs to Dr. Van Ness. Why did you read this shit to us when you were little? Thank God. Van Ness has enjoyed a high rate of success in his pioneer work in the study of stress, so you can be sure he will stress you a trifle, then he'll send you around to see Dr. Von Eiffel. Dietitian Von Eiffel controls the Woof Whiffer, our diet-devising computerized sniffer on which you just simply lie down in response and sniff at a good food as it goes past your nose. From caviar souffle to caribou roast, from premium or pemmican patties to terrapin toast, he'll find out by sniff scan the foods you like the most. And when that guy finds out what you like, you can bet it won't be on your diet from here on. Forget it. Then into the new wing, we'll see Speckles, who does the 3 F's. Footsies, fungus, and freckles. And next we'll drop in on your Dr. Jins, our A and ass man, who does antrums and shins, and of course we'll refer you to Dr. McGuire, McGuire, McPherson, and Blinn and Ballou, and Timkins and Tompkins, and Diller and Drew. Von Smithsons and Gerald and Fitzpatrick, too, all of whom will prescribe a prescription for you. For your pill drill, you'll go to room 63, where a voice will instruct you to repeat after me. The small white pill is what I munch at breakfast and right after lunch. I take this pill that's Kelly green before each meal. In between these longaberry colored pills I take for early morning drills. Take the pill with zebra stripes to cure my early evening gripes. These orange tinted ones, of course, I take to cure my Charlie horse. I take these blues at 8:30 to slow my exhaustion rate. On alternate nights at 9 p.m. I swallow pills, 4 of them. The reds will make my eyebrows strong. I eat like popcorn all day long. The sparkle browns are what I keep beside my bed to help me sleep. This long flat one is what I take if I should die before I wake. When at last, we're almost done. When at last we are sure you've been properly pilled, that a few paper forms must properly be filled, so that you and your heirs may be properly billed. Whereupon, if you're smart, there's a good chance that you'll meet soon again with your socks, coats, and pants. And you'll know once your necktie's back under your chin and Norval has waved you in Godspeed with his fin. You're in pretty good shape for the shape you're in.